My name is Marz Jackson. I am 27 years old and I'm a director. I want to say thanks to Charles for inviting me to do this. It's not something that I would usually do. I don't generally tell this story, and I'll explain why towards the end. All right. In 2013,
Long story short.
Sorry. Long story short as possible. In 2013, I dropped out of college. And fortunately, this was around the same time that my passion for filmmaking had developed. At a typical, like some Jamaican youth, you don't have the money, so you can't afford to go back. I didn't work for about a year and a half or 2 years, and around that time, a friend of mine who I had done some work with originally by the name of Michelle had called me. So I took the call. She was just like, Jacine, I need your help. I'm working for this company. They need somebody to design something, and they need it tonight. Can you help me out? Sure, absolutely. This is me walking in the night in half a tree. I accepted the job, and after I hung up the phone, I was freaking out because I accepted that job and I had no means of doing it. So I don't have a laptop. I barely had a phone. So, so I called a couple friends and they're like, yo, I can't facilitate you. I using my stuff, blah, blah, blah. I had this one friend. I called him and he was just like, yo, you can forward, but I'm making no say, yo, my friends, we're going on the back and smoke some weed. The laptop not have all of the programs then, but you can forward if you feel like you really need it. At that time, I had about $3,000 in my pocket, and I bought some pizza. I went over there, and I borrowed his laptop, and I started editing. So this laptop crashed about 3 times in the night. By that time, I was just like, all right, clearly, I'm not going home because this is all the way on the boulevard and I live in Temple Hall. This is not happening. Mm-hmm. So I spent the night editing at his house. I sat outside on the wall and I edited till about 2:30 the next day. And fast forward to about 2 days from that, I got another call. And this time it was the person who owned the agency. And they said, hey, we really liked what you did the other night. We're looking for a graphic designer. Can you come in and have a talk? At this time, I was hesitant because graphic design is not really what I want to do, but you don't have the money to buy the equipment to do what you want to do. So what are you going to do? I went in, I told her exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I'm not really interested in this, but I will do it as a means to an end. And she's just like, yeah, I heard you like filmmaking. We'll have a filmmaking program. What? My eyes just immediately opened. And, over that period of 2 years, I was working there as a graphic designer. I frequently visited the editing room. I asked to go on sets to get some film experience while I was doing my own projects on the side. And I remember a friend of mine from Edamale had asked me to do a video. And I did it, nobody knew. And it was something that I was editing and I left it on a hard drive. And at the time, my supervisor was just going through some stuff on the computer and the video came up. This time I was outside. So I came back into the room to see this big crowd around my computer and I'm trying to figure out what's happening, only to find out that I found the video and they pulled it up. So my boss was impressed. And she asked me how I did it. I said I did it by myself. I didn't have any help, but I did it. And she was just like, you're taking this thing really serious, man. Like, you want to try directing a commercial? Is that a real question? Nice. So it was like, all right, sure. She's like, all right, no problem. Whenever a commercial comes around, we'll let you take a crack at it. So maybe about a few months later, a client came in with a project, and it was a low budget project. They had maybe like $500,000. And she said to me, Jane, I know you wanted to do this, but if we take this project and you do decide to do it, you're going to have to do it without the help. No problem. I'm used to this. All right. So I took the project, did it about a month after I was finished. Client loved it. And since then, well, after that, you know the thing, well, whole heap of other commercials. 2-3 years down the line, you know, we got nominated for the Addies, American Advertising Awards. Won 3 of them. We got a few silver and some bronze. And yeah, like to jump back to the beginning quickly, the reason why I don't tell this story is because sometimes even I myself, like, we see people, like, we don't know what they go through, and we may feel the need to judge and say, oh, they probably had it easy. So I don't tell this story because I don't like being felt sorry for, if you get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're going to do something, just do it. Do it for you. The only other reason for telling this story should be to inspire somebody. So, that's it.
Thank you so much.